Siaya County Governor Bob James Orengo was yesterday whisked to safety after goons believed to be mobilized by the Kisumu Senator Tom Ojienda at the funeral of Seme MP Nyikal's father in Seme did happen. Now, there's a bit of political intolerance that is always seen, but all I would like to say, you might be seeming to fight a person, but maybe you are fighting a movement. First and foremost, this is how angry Bob James Orengo entered into the scene and paid his last respect to the father. Well, it didn't take a while before chaos erupted and Orengo had to be whisked to safety after the mayhem occurred. Well, the level of political intolerance in these wasn't welcoming. Now, there's a statement that I said, you might be trying to settle personal scores with someone and maybe you're fighting a movement. Now, the way angry Bob James Orengo entered into the venue, you saw how people were welcoming. You saw how the audience was cheering until the goons decided that Orengo was not going to address the audience. Why? Because they fear, or their masters fear, the power that Linda Mwananchi has bewildered. Now, if you listen to Ruth Odinga speak, you would actually tell that the spirit is actually with Linda Mwananchi. The soul is with Linda Mwananchi, but the body is trapped in Linda ground. But leaving it is difficult, as she says. You know, when we go separate ways, we are not helping anything until he calls on the Luo elders and the church leaders to bring the leaders who are in these warring parties together so that ODM could stand.
Don't sit on themselves. You are the people here. People see and all the senior people who are in this party. Come out, sit together with this clergy, and let us see how we can bring back this party. We can go nowhere with these two factions. That is the truth of the matter. That please call our senior politicians here. Call Anyang, Professor Anyang. Call Orengo. Call Oburu. Call all these people and sit with Bishop Kodia. Sit Bishop Kodia, you're going to talk to. Sit with Onginjo, sit with Bishop Okon and all the senior clergy and see how you can bring these people together. Don't think that if you're in Linda ground and Linda wanaishi, Raila was Linda ground and Raila was Linda wanaishi. And you're going to Linda ground and Linda wanaishi. Kama was already with Linda ground.
Well, what did Gladys Wanga portray in all of these? It was nothing other than chest thumping and anger. Outside, they're demanding power. Outside, they're demanding respect. But now when they come home, they want to force the people with what their hearts have already rejected. And this is what Bishop from Maseno, this vibrant personality, did tell them. You cannot force the people with what they don't want.
We know where we are, we know where we have come from, and we know where we are going. And we are not going to be confused along the way. We are in the broadest government, we are very clear. And moving forward, ODM party, we
Constitution of Kenya gives us an occasion to vote after every 5 years. And so after every 5 years, everybody has a right to choose the leaders they want. Na muanze from grassroots. Wale hawajafanya kazi vizuri, fagia yote. You have a right. You have a right. Let us not be used like robots, where somebody thinks that as a community you can direct us this side, this side, this side for your whim. No, please.
Great. Now, people have already decided. They know whom they are not voting for. They may not know whom they're going to vote for, but they know whom they are not going to vote for. And as usual, the Kenyan norm, Kenyans are used to voting against something. So, this time it will be a war against oppression, a war against being shown wrong directions. I would wish to ask Professor Tom Ojienda, what does you gain, or what do you gain for using these goons whom at the end of the day maybe don't even have votes? For them, they are on job. Why don't you just walk freely in the venue and give your talk, bring in your issues, then allow your opponent also to speak, to express themselves. Then let the people judge. Let the people see the type of leader they need. You cannot just decide for the people that, this person should not speak here, and you organize goons to make sure that does not happen. In case you don't know, all you are doing, you are creating even much more support through sympathy. Because what do you think those people who are yearning to have the leader speak, the next time they organize a rally to go to that point, they will be so thirsty to listen to him, and that you will have imprinted him onto their hearts. So the way we are doing these politics, we need to be very careful with it. The common mwananchi, the person who lives their daily life normally, not engaging in criminal activities, not being hired by politicians, these people already know what they want. No matter what you do, these people have already made a decision in their hearts. And if we are going to take these common mwananchi numbers and the goods numbers, then we get to see who have more votes. You know what? It's the mwananchi. You take your goons and vote for you. We see if they'll be able to take you to the ballot. So sometimes we need to accept a reality that the wave of commandeering directions towards the people is long gone. The civic education that has been passed towards the people is so immense that nowadays people know what to do, when, how, and why. They don't just go to do things. This is an enlightened generation. This is a generation that is educated. This is a generation that purely knows what they want. I love the question that MP Nyikal did ask Tom Ojienda. Now, when you were coming, I told you, could you tell your people to stop the rowdiness? I ask you, Professor Tom Ojienda, were you able to stop them? And funnily enough, he was there laughing, smiling, as if it meant nothing. Now, this is a man who wants to be the governor of Kisumu County. Kisumu, you see, the person has already brought out his clouds. He's already shown us whom he is or what he is made of.
We must be able to say no, and they stop. They stop. I walked there to Senate Ojienda, and I asked him, these people came with me. Can you tell them to stop? To stop. Senator, were you able to stop?
So, as we go to the ballot, let us choose wisely. Let us know the type and kind of leaders that are development oriented. What is your take? Give me your thought in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button. So anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.